Okay, this is to explain why I like furries. Why do I like furries so much? It's just not every day you see people wearing fursuits. It's not every day you see people dressing up and that kind of stuff. If you ask me, I think it's pretty cool. The furries, they have all their original characters and all their little personas, and they put on all these fur clothes, and it looks pretty cool. And you gotta admit, some of the artwork is actually pretty good. I'm not talking about the bad stuff. I'm actually talking about the good stuff. For every one YIF artwork there's out there, there's countless other works of furry art that's actually very good. I believe the problem with why the furry fandom receives such a lot of negativity is that people believe the media more than they do the actual people within the furry community. And that's the main problem, is that television, especially in the terms of media, has that weird way of warping something and making it entirely unlike the original product. That's why we have a lot of stereotypes, because people have a narrow view as to what a particular group truly is like. In this case, the furry fandom. And that is where all the hatred of all these furry groups comes from, where all the hatred that the furries suffer from, that's where it all comes from. And what's even worse is there are elements within the furry community that decides to act like the stereotype. And I've said before, not all furries are into bestiality, and just as not every person that's a biker is a Hell's Angel. It's amazing how people want to judge based on a small percentage. It's just one of those things that nobody seems to want to do the research or actually talk to anyone within the furry community that actually knows what they're talking about, that does not actually fit the stereotype. And my defense of the furries is that I'm tired of the negative stereotypes, and I'm tired of the false assumptions and the hasty generalizations and the guilt by association that the furries suffer. And that is why I defend them like I do. Because not all of them are into bestiality. That's maybe like a small group, like a percentage, like 1%. Like small percentage is what I meant to say. That all furries are into this bestiality stuff, when the vast majority of them have human girlfriends or human boyfriends that are furry or not furry, but seem to like it regardless. And that's why I defend it. I defend it because I defend furries, and I like furries because they have great fursuits, they're very talented artists, and they're very original with their characters. And it's not every day you see someone putting on a fursuit and being something, being an anthropomorphic character, like a real life cartoon character. And these furries, like I said before, grew up probably watching Bugs Bunny, playing maybe Sonic the Hedgehog or Star Fox, and they probably wish that, wow, I wish I could meet Bugs Bunny in person and get to know him as a real person, or rather a real life character. But we all know that's not possible. And these furries, in a sense, satisfy a fantasy that I'm sure we've all had when we were children. And that is one reason people like furries so much, and that's probably one reason why they become furries. But then again, they might take pride in the fact that there are people that dress up in these little fur costumes like at Disney World or what have you, and they think it's pretty cool. And they get to do things that they normally would not be able to do in real life, like hugging people, for example. I mean, you see someone in a fursuit, it's understandable. You can get away with that, but if someone did that to you in real life, they would be upset. And that is why I like them. I like furries because they're talented people. They're out of the ordinary. In fact, I remember years ago I was on a Hot Topic and a girl once said to me that being normal is boring. Normal is boring. It is. I'm glad that we live in a world where everyone is an individual and everyone has their likes and dislikes and their own individual groups that cater to that interest or belief, and that's what makes this world unique. So that's why I like furries. I like furries because they're extraordinary people that seem to like putting on fursuits, and they seem to like that sort of stuff. That's all I gotta say.